production happening at the Cygnet Theater this weekend. It's called The Norman Conquests. And here to tell us all about it is Artistic Director Sean Murray and cast members Sandy Campbell and Ron Choularton. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Such a pleasure having you guys here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, this is a great trilogy. So there's 3 full-length plays. It's very fascinating. Tell the folks at home exactly how this works.
The Norman Conquest is about a man named Norman who moves into a country home to seduce his sister-in-law, and all of the mayhem that happens over a weekend. And so each one of these 3 plays takes place in one part of this house. So an entire play takes place in the living room, the dining room, and the garden. And so the 3 stories are telling the same story, but they intersect through time. And what you get is a self-contained piece. Each one is self-contained, but if you see all 3, the layers start to add up. And so you start to get backstory that starts to inform what you're watching.
And there's really no start or finish. You can start with any play. You don't have to go in a certain order. Is that correct?
That is correct, yeah. Each play plays by itself, on its own. You can enjoy it by itself, but if you see all 3 of them, the experience is enhanced. And you can see them in any order. It doesn't make any difference.
And it's funny, from what I hear. It's a great comedy.
Alan Ayckbourn's known for his comedy. He just won a Lifetime Achievement Award for his years of writing brilliant comedies.
And what's fascinating to me is Sandy and Ron, you guys play husband and wife in this, and it's the same actors for every play. So you guys do all 3 plays. How do you remember the lines for all 3 plays? That is incredible.
Well, it is a challenge, definitely. Because it is 3 full-length plays, and there are only 6 of us in the cast, so there's quite a lot of text for everybody. But, you know, it's our job. We do it.
What's been the biggest challenge?
Well, along with lines, is when we rehearsed the plays originally through a part of rehearsal, we did them chronologically because it's the same weekend and each play is happening at the same time in a different room. So we did them chronologically and then deconstructed back into the real play regimen. So sometimes the lines are very, very similar because Ayckbourn, being a good playwright, gives you a similar vernacular, and you've got very similar lines. So you could be stood in one room saying this and it's the same line but slightly different in the next room. But the actual physical arena you're in kind of reminds you. Yeah.
And what is it that drew you guys to this trilogy? Why did you decide to be a part of it?
Well, part of it is just that challenge of doing 3 plays at one time. That was fascinating to me. And how this all works together, the 3 of them together, and each one completely separate as well. That whole process was just really fascinating to me. And I do enjoy Alan Ayckbourn as a playwright, and so that was another thing that drew me.
And tell me a little bit about your guys' chemistry in the play, being husband and wife. There's got to be some funny parts.
Well, we're kind of happily dysfunctionally married.
Aren't we all?
Yes, Reg is, that's a very true statement, if only people will admit it. Reg is like the 3rd child. We have 2 children. Reg is as much a 3rd child as he is a husband. One of his favourite things to do is to make little board games, which he's obsessed with. And Sarah's, from Reggie's angle, is probably neurotic, but I'll let Sarah tell you about herself.
Yes, from Sarah's angle is probably neurotic too. Yeah.
Well, good. And tell people, so it starts, you guys are doing rehearsals now, but when exactly does it start? People can come out and see it now too, though, right? You don't have to wait for the big opening. We're
in preview right now, and we open next Saturday on the 7th, and then we run through November. And each show runs every other night, so the 3 plays rotate their way through the whole series of 3. So you can see the play in any combinations up to your bravery level or your theater obsession. You can see all 3 on one particular day. We do a 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 8 o'clock performance. We do that 3 times during the run. Or you can see them once every month, or you can see them 3 during a week. It's all up to you.
That's great. So you guys are spending a lot of time together.
Yes,
we all like each other.
We love each other.
That's good.
And do we get free T-shirts as well? Or
that's right. So if you go see all 3, what do people at home get?
They get an I Conquered Norman T-shirt.
How great is that?
It's great. It's the greatest T-shirt you'll ever own.
And from what I hear, people who go and see just one, they're like, I got to come back and see the rest.
Right. Because people are laughing at things, other people are laughing at things that you may not know the background to. And so there's a sense of people are in on a joke that you're not in on, and if you go see the other parts, you start to be a bit more in on this.
You can't be left out.
You don't want to be left out.
This
no.
is a fascinating idea, and what a great thing. Thank you guys so much for coming in and sharing this. This isn't the kind of entertainment you get every day, so it's great to hear about it, and it's right here in San Diego.
Thank you so
much. Good luck to you guys. Good luck with all your lines.
Oh, thank you.
Don't mess up.
We think we've got them now.
You can go to our website, cygnettheater.com, to find out more information and get tickets.
Okay, great. And we'll have a link on KUSI.com as well, so you can get all the information there if you want to take the family, head down and see this. It's going to be a lot of fun. And what better entertainment down in Old Town than some good theater?